Welcome to the Let's Iron It Out podcast. One of the best podcasts on the planet, if not South Africa. Today I'm having a very, very beautiful guest, and I'm assuming I'm a crosser when we came together. We are going to Nongola today. So I'm gonna let my guests introduce themselves, and I'm gonna start here on my left. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Zivuzethu, originally from Eastern Cape, but currently I reside here in Randburg.
And please let us know how old are you?
I'm 26 years.
26 years old.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you.
This
So,
22.
please introduce yourself to the viewers and just make sure you're speaking to the mic.
I'm Thokozisa, but you can refer to me as Togo. Cousins from Eastern Cape as well, but currently staying in Midrand.
In Midrand.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. And how old are you, my sister?
I'm 28.
28.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Let me just ask, are you sisters? Or are you friends?
Cousins.
You are cousins? Yeah. You are sisters. You're fine. You are sisters. As you may know that this podcast is us talking about relationships. So I'm gonna get into specific questions to ask you about relationships. And my first question to you guys, I'm gonna ask you about what do you understand is what is a high value man? A high value man, you in the mind. So, according to you, okay, before I get into it, to you, so what is a high value man?
Okay, for me, it must be someone educated,
Okay.
and then it might be someone who respect themselves
Okay.
and respect others as well. And that person must be kind of managed, but abe humble. Yabona? Makabe humble. Abe imali enayo.
Yabona bayimali kufuneka abe nayo.
The reason why I was asked, so that's why I didn't before I wanted to get to you. So when to you.
But yonke lento izohamba emalini ekugqibeleni noba
But even if umuntu imali unayo,
andimfuna onganayo mna.
Makahloniphe, like yabona laa nto umuntu imali abe nayo and then abanye kunyela ke. Makabe respectful towards me, towards other people as well. Noba umuntu is respectful kalanto kanjalo, but imali ngamabekho.
And that's exactly why I wanted to get more than Imani, because I wanted to ask Joe Bucho with Imani. So are you telling me that anybody on this planet on Imani who is high value?
Utshilo nje uthoko ngoba
Makube khona
nerespect
ne-respect.
esikolo.
That is your definition of a high value man.
Ujona lesko? Ungajona wena
Mna personally.
nomuntu ongazinto.
Ungangena ngesikole.
Ongazinto.
Well, that's why I wanted to ask bengiqala ngendoda, because for me between a man and a woman. So I don't think personally I don't have the same expectations
Oh yeah, I know.
from a man and a woman as a high value.
Okay.
So that's why I'm ngiqala ngendoda. Ukuthi what is a high value man? So now that you've answered the high value in a man, I want to ask you, what is a high value woman? Is it the same?
No, like we don't know that.
Okay, that's what I'm
It
saying.
depends.
Only one who
According to, but they understand. I have a response to it, but if you call now, in your understanding, must set a high value woman. When what is your idea with it?
Siyazazi thina, but the only person who's also describe a lot is because who as a man.
Okay, how are you?
Yes.
So you want my take on what is a high value?
Yes.
my take on a high value woman, ne, in general, is a woman who hasn't had a lot of experiences sexually.
How would you know that? How would you know that?
Sexually.
How would you know that?
I need to.
I can tell you that my body count is 2, whereas it's 10.
Anybody can lie. I need to find out the maximum dine 100,000.
Exactly.
What dine 1,000 rand. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. As you get to know the person, then you start getting. That's why questions is important. That relationship. Ex yako, kanjani, how many men have you been with?
But I mean, I can lie.
Lying is another thing, but that's what I wanted to say.
And you can believe me when I lie.
Yeah, and then we do the test. You're going to perfect, but I know that my body can't yamba. Not like number.
Okay. With that, therefore, now, to me as a man, a woman who's valuable, like if we look.
Someone who doesn't have a child, maybe.
I was gonna get there, but I'm just saying in vain. Before I go to anymore, what is a high valuable car? A car that's less to use. I got experience accident. I got I can say this. It's a valuable car, but you know what they say is you would expect to pay.
Okay.
Not much.
Before you finish, what if I had a motor second this why you have accident and then you lungis? How years most way? You lungis, no more. Yeah, right. And then if you are going to say right, I'm going to do wrong most when I have a motor.
Okay, I understand your argument, but your argument is what different you are talking. But no, let's assume.
Okay.
On the truth.
Okay.
Let's base things on the truth. How do we value things based on minyan? Right? Men and women. Just like I said, imoto every 5 years cannot be the same price as imoto akabi strategy.
Okay.
Right? So hence I'm saying a childless woman, a virgin, is more valuable than a woman who had encounters or I'm not saying they are not valuable. But that person is not the same. Between a man and a woman, who is the price? Yeah, is woman the price?
Between the two.
Or is man the price?
Oh yeah.
Who is the price? Who wins? Like who is more
valuable?
It's most like who is more valuable between the two.
I understand.
It's no. They are both like they are both valuable.
So do you think that both of them are the price?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yes.
It should be a win-win situation because how do I put this? Okay, let's say you are a good man. In order for you to be a complete man,
you need a woman.
You need a good woman.
Exactly.
Okay, I accept that. That sounds amazing. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Now I have a different question which will get to the idea that we spoke about a high value man. Yeah? What do you think this high value person is looking for in a woman? Funa, what does a high value man look for in a woman?
I think
Like
the woman should have a peaceful place for the man.
Should put what?
A peaceful place.
Or peace.
Yeah.
Yes.
A peaceful
Must
woman.
be peaceful.
Peaceful.
That man is already dealing with a lot more. He's in a competitive
Space.
environment. Yeah, trying to go up and up and up. And then when he goes home or goes to his woman, I think the woman had to be very peaceful for him. It must be in a peaceful environment.
So, peacefulness.
Yes.
Give me something else. That's one. So do you think a high, kaloku sithetha umuntu onemali, sithetha ngalo muntu lo maybe he has an apartment, an amazing house, a huge house, you know, he's got a lot of money. And remember, this person, ne?
Mayekhethe wena mos.
Ukhethe wena mos.
Into nditsho ukuthi into lezo amongst, remember, maninzi amantombazana.
Kakhulu. That person can help.
And those women are
whoever
very
he wants.
beautiful. Most of them are very, very beautiful. So in all of these women, into lezo ukuthi athathe lo ayekele.
And see, like,
Especially I have
like you choose the women like a bride pack.
Because yeah,
You don't just like choose like, okay, Lona, like men.
I won't forget
Alright.
that. You choose a bride pack.
Right.
No, like you like.
Ucheka
How we get looks when you choose a girlfriend.
Ucheck
You check the personality.
Unjani.
We are checking on okay, lo muntu like budget wakha na umzi naye.
Uzofika ande sifile ndawo sendabo.
Okay.
Yabo.
Is education important for that man?
What?
Education.
A bit.
Is education important?
A bit of education.
Remember, there's a difference. Let me make this clear. There's a difference between education, and being smart. Because
Yeah.
by educated is
That's what I wanted to come to.
yeah.
That, for instance, our mothers, they are not educated like we are nowadays. But then they were smart. They were able to build our homes. Ngengqondo le abanayo. Umuntu uthatha adibanisa lento ikhona, adibanise nenye, and then kuphume something ezoba right. So I don't think ilento izinto yokuthatha umfazi ibanayo kakhulu into yokwenza nesikolo. No. It's about ilento ingqondo le anayo umuntu. Umuntu angathi ene masters ne PhD and then ngokubhadla ingqondo kwa smart odlule ngumuntu ongenayo no grade 12. Nendoda ithi xa ifika kulaa muntu ungena grade 12 ifike umuntu wakhona upeaceful right, like usubmissive no-submissive, and then afike kulo one-masters ayicwezeke into ake ngoku uthi hlala kwidrama waya ke ngophaa. So akhethe lowa ungenasikolo. And we've seen, for instance, lento izinto okanye we've heard about maybe omedem yabo ahayarishe umuntu ozosebenza as a housekeeper.
Maid.
Yeah, and then umyeni ahoye kakhulu ngulo umedem mosiyana. And then a man ends up falling in love or falling for the maid. Aphume umedem emtshatweni kwalento kwezinye. Kushiyeke lo balaste futhi nalo bahlala bebhizi medem undermine loba into angafundanga wathintini yena ndithu lento ufundile ashiwe kanjalo. Amadoda angithanda nje umuntu peaceful nokunemali kangakanani na nawo okanye isikolo sakho sithini into lapha be smart.
I appreciate that idea. So which makes me ask a question. Do you think, because ibonakala ngathi today's generation, one thing that you're in today's generation, iba ngathi what women find attractive in a man, like umuntu osifazane uthanda umuntu ofundileyo, ohlakaniphileyo, go-getter, a hustler, a hard worker, wenza imali, all of those things.
Ingxaki singaba ke ngoku andithi siyabona ngoku yalingana namadoda. Indoda okay ne-masters nami ndine-honors. Okay uzothi xa isithi futhi ndithi nami cha sidele bakudelene ngoku hence nelantisa ne-high kukhona ne-high numbers of divorce than they were in the previous years ebazalini bethu, because abazali bethu babesubmissive shememrantike emadodeni akusafani nangoku.
So do you think education plays a role in Do you think the more women are educated, does it make relationships better or not better?
Not better at all.
Not better at
Not
all.
really.
Why?
Because most like level A1.
Level A1.
Level A1 unemali. You have
Now
masters
unemali.
in this, I have masters in this. Obviously, like I know how much is your salary. Nam dine salary one is yours.
Or even more?
Or even more. So obviously I futhe ngimonza kuqaba nawe futhe.
Uthe ndiyaphuma
Masiphuma
So there's no broke.
so ndinemali yami uthi ndinemali yami nami
Akho
nayo
ngicenge
imali.
kuwe.
Ndingathembi.
Kodwa ke mawube ngale ndlela because this is what today's generation when it comes to female they call it equality. Because women they want equality. Is that not what into nifunayo as women? That equality, the opportunity yokusebenza, opportunity yokwenza imali.
Yeah,
And as
it's
much as
really,
yeah.
it's really good, you know.
But at the same time,
But when it comes to a relationship on the other side, shame,
Aye.
kudelena kuyagezelwana, because ayazibana if you want that, I will still be able to live without you. I won't lack on anything because I'm educated. I'll get a job. Even if I don't get a job, okay, I'll try and get and sell something. Then I'll still make a living without you.